Hey, happy Friday. We're still pushing. It's the 21 days ain't over. We still pushing. This right here, this video is for those of you who feel like you might be losing a little bit momentum, or maybe you couldn't tell that you were losing momentum, but you've been losing momentum. Okay, you ain't been praying as hard, you ain't been thinking as positive, you ain't been, walking as tall, whatever the case may be. This is for you. Don't give up now. Okay, do not give up now. Okay, because the 21 days ain't up, God ain't done yet. Okay, and I told you that this will be a period of radical transformation. So things are still happening, things are still transforming, things are still shifting and moving, and God is not done with you and with what he's gonna do through you and for you. Okay, so dust it off, shake it off. Okay, stand up right now and physically shake it off. Okay, shake off the weight, shake off the heaviness, shake off the funk, whatever it is. Shake it off, because it's time to go into this last half of the 21 days with momentum. Okay, with purpose and with a different perspective. Okay, you have to get ahead of the enemy. Okay, how do we get ahead of the enemy? By going ahead and getting in your word. Okay, a little bit more than you've been in your word. And you may feel like, you know what, I've been reading my word, Jade Camile, more than I ever have. Okay, well, read a little bit more than you even have, because there is a word, there is something that the Lord wants to teach you in this 21 days that you won't get if you ain't in that word. Okay, get down in the floor, lay prostrate before the Lord. If you don't know what that means, you can look it up. Okay, Pastor Google will tell you what that means. Lay prostrate before the Lord, and sometimes you ain't even got to say nothing. Just sit there in his presence and allow him to fill you. Do that first. Get down in the floor wherever you are. If you at your desk, close the door to your office and just raise your hands. Get down in the floor and just receive from the Lord, because he will fill you in such a way that you will carry momentum through the remainder of this 21 days. And then after that, that's going to be the propellant, the accelerant that will push you into the next season that you're going to walk in. But if you lose momentum now, if you don't gain momentum now, if you don't continue to push, then I don't know. But we are not going to allow the enemy to steal, kill, or destroy anything that God has for us, whether that be a word, a task, a mindset shift, a purpose, a promise. He ain't gonna have none of it. He won't have the victory, because we are more than conquerors through Jesus Christ, and we are no longer going to play the part of the victim. Okay, we are going to recognize our power. We are going to speak to the enemy and tell him he can go back to where he came from. Okay, and we are going to receive all that God has for us, because we are going to continue to push. We are going to continue to pursue God. We are going to continue to pray persistently, and we are going to continue to receive and be open to whatever it is that God has for us. And in this last half of the 21 days, when the Lord tells you to do something that you don't want to do, when he tells you to reach out to somebody that you don't want to reach out to, when he tells you to stop talking to somebody that you don't want to stop talking to, when he tells you to have that difficult conversation, when he tells you to stop doing that thing, when he calls you to get up a little bit earlier and you don't want to, do it. I'm a witness. Just go ahead and do it. Okay, obedience is so much better. It's so much better his way. You don't want to have to learn this lesson. Okay, you don't want to have to learn the lesson of, I wish I would have did what God told me to do back then when I was in the 21-day push, because then I wouldn't be hurting like I'm hurting now. Then I wouldn't be in this drama like I'm in this drama now. So go ahead, as if you know the outcome, as if you know what's going to happen if you don't do it. Go ahead and just be obedient. Go ahead and do it. Because whatever he's calling you to do now is a setup for what he wants to do in you. Okay? It's a setup for what he wants to keep you from. He wants to save you from. He wants to rescue you from. He wants to protect you from. Okay? He's a keeper. He's your father. He's your shepherd. So let him do that. Let him shepherd you. When he tells you to do something, do it. Do it. Okay? Just do it. Just do it. And have a good day. Make sure you keep smiling. Make sure you keep drinking your water. Make sure that you share this with your mama and your sister friend, because even if they ain't been doing the 21-day push with you, they need to start now, because God is moving mightily in the minds and hearts of his daughters. Okay, and the enemy is upset. And the more daughters we can get to realize their power and their purpose and who they are in Christ, game changer. Okay, game changer. All right. So be good. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. All right.